So with the West Indian captain drawing first blood, Rahul Dravid has to come out to the crease. This will be a testing time for him. And that one kept really low. Oh, this one really came back into him. Not only...
That's very well hit. Really put the bat onto that one, Dravid. Saw a similar shot from him in the first innings. Saw that short and you really climbed into it.
Well, this is short, but Rahul Dravid is positive. In the earlier over from Ambrose, he was just a little bit unsure whether to duck or not. He got into trouble, the ball brushed his helmet then. Now he's decided that he's not going to take his eyes off the ball. Be positive.
It's a lovely shot. Outfield has been slowed up by the rain we've had, but they'll come back for 3 quite comfortably.
Brian Lara now trying something different, bowling round the wicket, trying to get the ball to pitch into the rough.
We've seen quite a bit of Shane Warne in Australia just a month or two ago. Shane Warne gets prodigious turn from the bowler's footmarks. Lara perhaps trying to do the same.
That's it! That smashed straight back past the bowler and into the fence. No problem there for Dravid.
Played quietly. Every run helps add to your confidence. Rahul Dravid, VVS Lakshman, if they end up today with runs against their name, they'll be confident for the second test to follow.
That was in the air, but in the gap between mid-on and mid-wicket for another boundary, pulled away by Dravid.
He's a good...
Cut away this time through the offside, and this will be another boundary for Rahul Dravid. It all counts, the runs at the highest level, it's 53 for 1.
Michael, who is a native Jamaican, will tell us exactly the name of that river and where it is.
It's in Jamaica.
I think we can tell that Michael Holding is a Kingston boy team. And super. They'll be looking for a second here. Don't know what the hesitation was about.
Oh yes, up there. I like to say up there.
The Indians will be bolstered by the fact that the younger batsmen have got runs. They won't be all that concerned yet that Tendulkar and Azharuddin haven't got any runs in the tour. I think they know that they are such good players that they must come.
Risk getting out here. Getting out could damage my confidence. But he's seen the need for time at the crease before looking after Tendulkar's self-confidence. They know that he hasn't had a terribly easy time of it of late, hasn't made the runs that he would do.
And what you do by then, you say to the next young player, Ganguly, you'll have to go in. And he says, well, why should I?
The West Indies. Franklin Rose bowling for the West Indies. Kumble taking 8 wickets in the match, coming back into form.
And it nearly worked. Sweep out of the rough. Nearly got him. Put the ball you should be hitting.
Tendulkar's rushing the single. He knows that Walsh hasn't really got a throwing arm, so it's much so made in the first innings. This one's taken virtually as long in terms of balls faced, and that'll bring it. And a nice way to do so. Just a little cut through point, and Dravid goes to 50. He'll make plenty more in Test match cricket that will mean plenty more. But he's earned this with the virtue of other performances.
He's a good young player, and this innings, to take it in its context, when the cricket becomes soporific, everybody's just going through the motions, little lollipop bowlers are on, just tossing it up, everybody spreads out, most of them.
And increasing. There was a very interesting piece in this morning's newspaper locally with Courtney Walsh that said, well, Courtney was quoted as saying that he had no intention of giving up. He was feeling good, and while he felt good and was bowling all right, he'd continue. Malcolm Marshall has the world record for a West Indian. Oh dear. Didn't really bounce at all. Dravid is expecting the ball to fly through. Walsh banging it in, but really it's not getting much above chest height.
It's actually sometimes harder to play a short ball when it doesn't bounce.
So